हेलो फ्रेंड्स, આજના આપણા ટોપિકની અંદર વેલ્યુએશન ઓફ શેર્સ નો સેકન્ડ પ્રેક્ટિકલ ક્વેશ્ચન આપણે ડિસ્કસ કરવાના છીએ. ક્લિયર? આની પહેલાના પ્રીવિયસ લેક્ચરમાં આપણે એક ક્વેશ્ચન એઝ પર ફેર વેલ્યુ મેથડ લર્ન કર્યો હતો. નવા એડજસ્ટમેન્ટ સાથે સેકન્ડ ક્વેશ્ચન આપણે લર્ન કર્યો. ક્વેશ્ચન નંબર 2. The balance sheet of Mahindra Limited 31st March 19 was as under. In the balance sheet, the liability side, share capital 20,000, A equity share of 10 each fully paid up 2 lakh, 20,000 B equity share of 10 each 8 per share paid up 160, 10,000 C equity share of 10 each 6 per shares paid up. So company have a three type of equity shares, A, B and C. A is a fully paid up, B and C is a partly paid up. General reserve 70,000, profit and loss, accumulated profit, bank overdraft, current liability and liability for expense, also current liability, depreciation fund, that is known as accumulated depreciation. On asset side, goodwill, building, machinery, stock, debtor, cash, prepaid insurance and preliminary expenses is known as fictitious asset. Additional detail, find the value of companies each type of equity shares by net asset method and yield method, taking into account the following. So the valuation of share as per net asset and yield method, and the adjustment is first, goodwill of the company has been valued 80,000. In this question they provide the goodwill already, so we not need to calculate goodwill separately. Debtors are considered good except for 10,000. This is known as a bad debt reserve. While we take the debtor, this 10,000 will be deducted from the value of debtor. Normal expected rate of return is 10%. This is nothing but the market rate of return. The net profit of the company for the last 3 years were as follows, for which 20% was placed to general reserve every year. So every year company transferred 20% to general reserve, that is known as appropriations, and the year is year-wise profit 16, 17, 1 lakh, 17, 18, 130 and 18, 19, 125. Building has been valued at 1 lakh. This is the revised value of building. So this 1 lakh will be considered while we calculate net asset. There is a claim amount to 25,500 and it has to be paid according to settlement agreed upon. So these are the future expense we have to consider while calculating returns. So first we calculate net asset. For the net asset, format is particular in amount. First, goodwill. So goodwill given balance sheet will be ignored, and in adjustment given 80,000, so we consider 80,000 as a goodwill. The next one is building. Building 80,000 and depreciation 5. So net value is 75, but they provide the revised value 1 lakh. So we consider 1 lakh only. So building is 1 lakh. Machinery 1 lakh and less accumulated depreciation 20. So machinery less depreciation 1 lakh minus 20. So it comes to 80,000. Then stock 2 lakh, then debtor 150. So debtor less provision for bad debt reserve is 150 minus 10,000, it comes to 1,40,000. आपने केवी खबर पड़ी तो कि અહીંયા adjustment number 2 માં આપણે કીધું છે કે debtor are considered good except for 10,000. This 10,000 is a reserve. Clear friend? After debtor, next is a cash 80,000. Then prepaid insurance is a prepaid expense 2,500. Preliminary expenses is not to be considered because this is a fictitious asset, not a real asset. So the total real asset is 6,20,500 less liability. The first liability is creditor is Creditor in balance sheet 50,000. Then bank overdraft. Bank overdraft 15,000. Then liability for expense 10,000. Amount of claim. What is the amount of claim? Is given in here. They provide there is a claim amount to rupees 25,500 and it has to be paid according to the settlement agreement. This is our confirmed liability. So this liability also to be deducted while we calculate net assets. So amount of claim and total 1,500,000. So net asset before unpaid call 120. Add unpaid call, which is 20,000 shares into 2. How can we calculate? 20,000 equity shares into 2 rupees and 10,000 share into 4. So 20,000 share into 2 and 10,000 into 4, it comes to 80,000. So net asset is 6 lakh. 6 lakh net asset. Next is, while calculating net asset, all shares have been treated as fully paid up. Hence, total number of share is 50. કેવી રીતે આપણે કન્સિડર કરશું કે 20,000, 20,000 and 10,000. Clear, friend? So the intrinsic value of paid up equity shares net asset divided by number of shares. 6 lakh is a net asset as calculated here in net asset 6 lakh calculated here, and the number of shares 6 lakh divided by 50,000 comes to 12. So this intrinsic value for fully paid up shares. અહીંયા આપણે જે પ્રાઇસ મળી છે 12 રૂપિયા એ fully paid up છે. Thus the intrinsic value of A equity share is 12. Intrinsic value of B equity share 12 less 2 called unpaid. આપણે માઇનસ કરી નાખીએ. So 10. And intrinsic value of C 12 less 4 called unpaid is 8. So the intrinsic value of share A is 12, B is 10 and C is 8. Now value of shares on yield method. Average profit. For the calculation of average profit, profit of 16-17 is 1 lakh, 17-18 1,30,000 and 18-19 120,500. In 18-19 ના યરમાં જે પ્રોફિટ આપ્યો છે એની અંદર આપણા એડજસ્ટમેન્ટ છે, એક છે બેડ ડેટ રિઝર્વ 10,000 અને 25,500. તો આ બે આપણે કન્સિડર કરવા પડશે, BDR and claim. So the revised profit is 85,000. Total profit 3,15,000. Total of these three. Average profit is total profits divided by total year. So 3,15,000 divided by 3. It comes to 1,05,000. Less transfer to journalism. Every year company transfer 20% to journalism. So 1,05,000 to 20%, 21. After dividing reserve, we get the average profit 84,000. Clear, friend? The next is rate of dividend on paid up capital is rate of dividend calculated average profit divided by paid up capital into 100 based on earning. So 84 is a profit, paid up capital 420 So get 20. 420 કેવી રીતે આવ્યા કે ટોટલ પેડ અપ કેપિટલ 2 લાખ A કેટેગરીના શેર્સ, 160 B કેટેગરી and C 60,000. Total 4,20,000 is a paid up capital. Now market value of A equity share is a rate of dividend divided by normal rate of return multiply paid up value. So the rate of dividend 20 is calculated and normal rate given in question 10 and paid up value also 10. So 20. Market value of B equity share is same formula applied, but in case of B equity shares 20, normal rate of 10 and paid up value is 8. 2 is uncalled up. So the value is 16 and market value of C equity share capital is rate of dividend divided by normal rate of return into paid up value. It comes to 20 divided by 10 into paid up value is 6. 4 is uncalled up amount per share. So it's come to 12. So the question required value of share as per intrinsic value and as per yield method is known as market value of shares. So yield value is nothing but the market value of shares, and market value we can calculate rate of dividend divided by normal rate of into paid up value. For the rate of dividend, we have to calculate average profit divided by paid up capital into 100. Rate of dividend is nothing but the earning rate. Clear friends? So આ સાથે આપણો સેકન્ડ પ્રેક્ટિકલ ક્વેશ્ચન અહીંયા કમ્પ્લીટ થાય છે. નેક્સ્ટ લેક્ચરની અંદર નવા પ્રેક્ટિકલ ક્વેશ્ચન સાથે આપણે મળીશું. આજનો ટોપિક આપણે અહીંયા કમ્પ્લીટ કરીએ. થેન્ક યુ.